Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to raise your power level in Fortnite Save the World and eventually max it out. The main way to do that is survivor squads, but there are a couple of other methods, and I want to let you guys know right away that this is an updated video. If you saw this old video from 3 years ago, you got great information. It's still good. I've been linking people this video as soon as the day of recording it. But it appears as 3 years ago, and a lot of brand new players just don't trust that, and I don't blame you. Even though that information's 99% good, I'm here with an updated video. And there are, 1%, there are a couple of things to add, which is superchargers exist now. So now you can go beyond power level 130 to 145, which is the natural max. And upgrade llama tokens exist, which makes it much more accessible to get upgrade llamas purchased, which gives you more legendary survivors, mythic leads, everything you need that I'm going to be showing you in this video. So let's start with how to raise your power level. That's this number right up here. All of your stats, your FORT stats, are all contributing to your power level. Your power level does not dictate these fort stats. These fort stats dictate your power levels. So every single day you log in to Save the World, from the very first day, you want to go to your research tab. Simply opening this menu collects research points, and you're good. You collected your research. Now that you've got your research, you need to put it into these different stats. I will tell you, in the end, it does not matter which of these stats you put your research points into. Health is nice. Shield is nice. Abilities, which is basically your trap damage as well, is nice. I personally maxed out offense before everything else because I like to kill things more deader. I don't know what your playstyle is. Maybe you're more passive. Maybe you're newer to video games. Maybe you're less comfortable with your abilities and you want more shield, more health. That's totally valid. You can level up whatever you want. Just level up something. Just note, you will get an extra bonus every 10 of these power-ups. So maybe just do one 10 times and then another one 10 times if you want to go for a more balanced approach. You will be done at level 120 on the research, and it'll show as 600 when it's done. On the right side here, I'm going to be covering it a little bit with my face cam, but this just shows you where you're at and how much you're getting every single day. So just be mindful of your storage limit, because this is usually enough of a limit for 24 hours of research. This will scale up as you go through your account level going up, and it will change as you play. Just log in once per day. Even if you're not playing Fortnite at all today, just log in, spend your research points, and go back to your life. It's just a really good thing to do if you want to get that going. That should take a few months if you keep up with it. The next thing is your account level. I don't even know how to raise this extremely fast. I know what grinders do to raise their account level beyond 310 to crazy amounts. It won't show in game. We only see this on extra websites like Fortnite, but I don't know how to level it up because it doesn't matter. It's going to be level 310 before your power level 130. Just playing missions, playing the game will unlock this. Doing your main quest will attribute towards that, I believe, and you'll be good in the end. So the only thing left to consider are survivor squads. Survivor squads, this is an example we'll get to, are going to look like this when you're done. You're going to have mythic leads in your lead slot. You're going to have all legendary. They're all going to be matching personality, and you will get 2 mythic survivors from your quest line. You will also get more survivor squads from your quest line as well. Your main story quest is very important here. I think you're going to start out with one of these, and as you go through and just do what it tells you to do, you'll unlock each and every one of these, and eventually you will get the 2. There are only 2 normal mythic survivors in the game. As for mythic leads, you can actually see all of them. There are 18 different unique mythic leads in the game. They all have these different classes: doctors, explorers, gadgeteers, engineers, etc. And each and every single one of these actually attributes to the different squads that you can unlock through the quest line. So your close assault squad will increase your offense, so you want somebody who can actually be compatible with that. That's this icon on the right. I know that I'm kind of covering it with my face cam, so I'll move it out of the way. You can see that these people won't match, but these ones at the top will. So you just want to be mindful of that. And the key to this is always having the matching personality type. So let me give you an example here. If we go to the doctor section, I can show this right here. You can see that my purple matching lead is actually better than a mythic non-matching lead of the same level. For like greens and blues, it's going to be a little different, but it's really easy to get purple leads. They're available almost every day in missions, so you're almost always going to have minimum purple. If you're a brand new player, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's not a big deal. Just level up whatever matching lead you have, but I'm saying that mythic leads are outclassed by purple. That's how important that leader match is down here. So what you're typically going to want to do is get the highest rarity matching lead that you can. Eventually, of course, mythic matching is going to be the end goal. The next thing that you want to worry about are your survivors. Now, I set this up as an example. It looks a little confusing, so in the edit, we're just going to zoom in. You can see that my purple matching personality, you see that all of your leaders will have a personality. This one is dependable. When it's matching, you'll have a higher power level for your survivor. At level 1, matching purple is actually better than legendary. So matching is very important for level 1 and level 2. You can see that my level 2 purple one is barely better than legendary. However, this is where things get tricky. Once you go to level 3 star and above, rarity is actually more important. This is not a huge difference. 79 versus 80 is barely going to matter, but if you want to squeeze the max power level that you can, legendary and beyond is always better. And then, of course, a legendary matching on the right here is ideal. Of course, this one's supercharged, so it's going to be way higher power level, and it's level 5. But you can see that it starts to switch from matching personality mattering to rarity once you get to tier 3. So a 3-star and 4-star and 5-star are always going to be better rarity, even if it's not matching. And then, of course, find the matching one after that. I do not recommend autofill, by the way. I figured I should say this at some point in the video. Autofill can help you guys sometimes. It has been known to work for some of you, but autofill's not thinking as hard as we are here, and by following these steps, you will eventually get a much higher power level by doing it yourself in most cases. And I also want to show, just so I can fix my squads here, this is what an end goal would look like. You would have matching personality, level 5. Supercharged is not necessary, but obviously I'm getting into the high power level 144s. I actually put in the wrong one here, so I have to go and find the personality. There we go. I have to go and find the different survivors that's going to match in here. It's a very satisfying process to fill out this squad. And I know in my old video, I didn't actually show much of a guide for this part of the video because I'd shown it before, but you guys can sort of see through my process. I'm scrolling down past all my favorite stuff, and I actually accidentally put in a non-supercharged 130. I have lots of them that are supercharged just for different showcases. You can see I get my my normal power level. This season adventures will give me enough superchargers to supercharge the rest of my squads to allow me to hit power level 145, so go me. Now, if you're looking to spend your superchargers, it's very simple. Basically, my recommendation is to supercharge your mythic leads first. That will give you the most bonus. Then you're going to want to supercharge the 2 mythic normal survivors that you get from the quest line. After that, I recommend supercharging your legendary trap durability matching personality survivors. I'll talk about that set bonus in a second. Then after that, you can just supercharge every remaining survivor that you've got. If it doesn't have, I guess any matching set bonus of any type, like even health bonus here I've got, is more important than nothing. I'm just encouraging you guys to supercharge survivors that you're not going to be swapping out. You can recycle these survivors to get your superchargers back, so it's not a big decision, but if you're trying to optimize it, the order that I just laid out is ideal. Now, I mentioned trap durability is the best, and that is because of a weird little thing. You can see health bonus here is meant to give me a 5% bonus. However, what that means is that I'm going from 3,501 to 3,506. So if I were to swap this survivor to a similarly leveled one without that set bonus, it would barely change. That's just because of the way it's calculated. Technically, your fort stats are like a multiplication of your normal stats, and that's how you get to the number that you see in game. That's how 3,500 fortitude turns into like a million health or whatever. It's basically nothing. The only thing that calculates differently is trap durability. When it says that you have an 8% bonus trap durability, that's going onto your trap. You're going from like 100 trap durability to 108. That's a much bigger number than in normal missions. It's normally like 30 or 50, but it does help. And a lot of people like to max out their trap durability. It's not necessary for normal missions. Mine aren't maxed out. It's basically never mattered. My traps stay working and functional, but trap durability is everybody's favorite as it's really the only set bonus that makes any change. If in the future this gets changed, I'll make a video covering it. I'll talk about it. I might even update this video, but as of now and the past several years, that's how it is, and it seems like it's going to stay. Now, in the very last part of this video, I wanted to talk about how to get survivors. The best way to get survivors in Fortnite Save the World is through the missions. The missions tend to give survivors almost every single day, if not more. We got about 400 some last year, and I calculated the exact numbers to be about 1.3 survivors a day. So you can see yesterday we got 2 legendary survivors, and I know the shop rolled over while I was recording, so you can see the new page has another legendary survivor. I understand that that's Ventures power level 140, so they're not exactly always accessible, but we get purple survivors even more. So you're always getting some survivors, and we're also getting upgrade llama tokens. You saw we had 4 yesterday and 2 today, and that's the next thing I want to talk about that's actually new to the game, are upgrade llama tokens. I know that like the regular missions aren't always going to have accessible legendary survivors. I do make a daily video series on my channel that's been running for like 1,200 days now, and it's going to be more if you guys watch in the future. I keep up with that because I want to show you guys the best missions on a daily basis. Fortnite DB also does that, and it shows you where to get those legendary survivors, but sometimes they're just not available. So what you can get are upgrade llama tokens. You can basically hold on to an upgrade llama token until your llama looks like mine. That's a legendary survivor sitting in there. If I don't spend this token today and I wait till tomorrow, I'll see a new llama that I can buy. But if you're somebody who's looking to max out your survivor squads, you can buy an upgrade llama basically for free. Now, they did swap it a long time ago to make it so that llamas no longer cost V-Bucks, and you can also use X-ray tickets now instead of V-Bucks. So if you go to your daily quests, you can see that we get 80 every day. It's only 50 X-ray tickets to get a llama. So you're basically getting 1.6 free llamas every day on top of upgrade llama tokens that can be in the missions. Now, you're not going to get a legendary survivor like me every single day. In fact, if I just buy this one for demonstration purposes, crack it open on camera, you'll see that the one underneath is very unlikely to get a legendary survivor. I understand that if I do get one, that'll shatter my point to the new reviewers, but promise me it's not going to be anything special more than likely. Again, it shattered. Oh no, that was the legendary soul shatter. Okay, good. You can see. Now I got a purple one. You're not always going to get a legendary survivor, but you might get lucky. And there are other llamas that help you as well. Today we have legendary troll stash llamas, but people llamas exist, super people llamas exist. The super people llamas are higher likely to get better loot. That's why there are 1,000 X-ray tickets, and they can give you mythic survivors. In fact, my guide here on how to get legendary survivors is also how to get mythics. We've gotten 18 mythic leads in the year of 2023, and we got 17 total in 2022. That means with a sample size of 2 years, you're basically getting all of the mythics you need a couple times over every single year. They might not be the ones you need, but we do get them. And llamas are the other more common way to get them. So be sure to check your llamas on a daily basis if you're trying to max out your power level. It's completely RNG, and I wish you the best of luck. Now, I'm recording this a little out of season to be demonstrating this, so you get a PNG, but Fortnite llamas come around during the Halloween season. Fortnite timeline link down below if you guys want to check it out. In fact, I'll show it on screen. It's a little bright, so warning if you're in a dark room, but this showcases when the seasonal events come and go, and you can see that Fortnite llamas are available from around early September to mid-November. This shifts from year to year, but that is an entire season where we get Fortnite llamas. They can drop legendary survivors specifically. Now, that's for one key reason. I can show it in the collection book if you go to the event people section and then go down to the costume party attendees. All of these are meant to be zombie-themed survivors that can give you the jackal launcher. It doesn't really matter what type of survivor you're using in your squads, by the way. The icon is purely cosmetic. That's why I was demonstrating the Fortnite earlier. But you're supposed to be fishing through those llamas to get 3 of these for the jackal launcher. Well, when you have access, these are very usable, very real survivors that you can use in your squad. So if you're watching this video in the one time of the year where Fortnite llamas are coming around, you can go ahead and farm those llamas hoping to get legendary survivors. You'll even get purple ones, so those will help out if you're in the lower power levels, but that's just something to know. Now, the last thing I want to mention is that for people who have duplicates of items, the collection book exists. You should never slot a hero, item, any weapon, whatever, unless you have at least 1 copy of it. You should keep 1 of every single hero in the game because you never know when they're going to be useful. Epic does change things. They do update things, and you don't want to spend 50 flux to get out of the book when the time comes. Same thing goes for weapons, but if you have extras and it's been taking a while to max out your power level, you can get rewards from the collection book. You can see I've got a llama upcoming, and you do get legendary survivors from these. And I think in the 600s, you even get mythic leads. So if you've been really unlucky for a really long time and you can get all the way to collection book 600 something, you can get mythic leads. I don't know the exact list of all the rewards, but they are in there. So it's one last thing to think about. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video took a surprising amount of effort. I thought I'd just be repeating myself, but I ended up having more notes than I expected. So if this helped you guys out, definitely subscribe. I post videos all the time, and I want you to check them out. Gonna have a couple of them at the end here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later, and have a good rest of your day. And then